Hello, my name is Martha. Uh, I've been working on a research report of how Akim Company can expand their sales to China, France, India, and Vietnam. In that report, I've been working on different pesto analysis of each country, as well as cultural comparison among those countries. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the major factors that may impact international transactions and trade for the leadership team to know and keep in mind. Some of those I will talk about include trade barriers, exchange rates, import and exports, and also tariffs. In this, I'm going to talk about how the effect to global businesses, as well as analyzing the risks and the benefits to Akim company of each of the factors that I've chosen. Let us start with trade barriers. Trade barriers are the measures taken by public authorities or the government so as to decrease the value of the goods or services imported with the intention of increasing the value of goods and services produced locally. So these trade barriers are classified as lack of copyright protection, um, also the direct procurement by the government, import policies in tariffs other and other import charges, also import licensing. In these trade barriers discourages discourages foreign investors because when they increase their value, it means that they may lose market locally because people will need to purchase their products at a cheap price. But if they sell them at a cheap price when they have already charged them a lot of money, that will be a loss. So this means that they may lack the market. But in other words, on the other side, they may also increase the value of their products so as to cover the the charges they have charged them and also get the benefits as they are selling their products. The second concept is imports and exports. Imports are the goods and services that are brought in from another country, whereas exports are the goods and services that are sent to other countries for sales from their country of production. So this is a good concept for global businesses because this increases the market. When business produce a lot of products in their country and they find a need in another country that accept foreign investors, they go ahead and use this concept of export and send their product to other countries and get the market. And also they may bring in the materials they need which they don't have by using this concept of imports. So let's talk about exchange rates. These are the prices of certain countries' currency in terms of another country's currency. So in other words, it means that in terms of conversion, the currency of one country might be cheaper and expensive compared to another. So let us look at the comparison of the US dollar to France, India, and China's currency. This is research from the Business Dictionary. So when we look at this comparison, we find that $1 is equal to 0.87 euro in France, and in India it is 70.34 Indian rupee, and in China it is 6.82 yuan, China yuan. So this means that in different countries, the currency keeps on changing in terms of value. So this is very good and sometimes dangerous to global business, because if they go to sell in an expensive currency, in a country of expensive currency, it means that their money they will lose value. But it's also good, because if they come back with that money that they have collected from another country, it will be having a lot of value in their own country. So all these work together to bring mm, um, the profits to the global businesses, because when they care about it so much, they are able to make their profits. But if they fail to think about them, they may find themselves making losses. Let's talk about the fourth concept, which is trading partnership. This is where two legal entities are said to work together. So they work together as one business, so, which means that they are expanding their activities. Now they are making a lot of money and they have captured a big market. So this is very good for global businesses, and because it will help them to gain enough market, and as well as having the products that they were not having, and also the increase of labor, since they are now the two entities that are working together. So um, as of Akin company to the Akin company also, these concepts are very sometimes risky and beneficial when considering them. As we have talked about trade barriers, they may also make a study about trade barriers, tariffs, imports and exports, exchange rates, in order to plan accordingly to make sure that they are making enough profits. Thank you for your attention.